In this game, AlphaZero completely destroyed Stockfish. It exploits all weaknesses in the French defense, it completely killed the light square bishop and shows the way how to play against the French defense. And after this series of games, many grandmasters start to play French defense until the couple of years ago, and until the last candidates where there is a couple of games in French. So let's see the game. AlphaZero was white and Stockfish was black. Game can open with d4, e6, e4. It's French defense with d4 move order, and now we have knight to c3, knight to f6, and we have Stanish variation with e5. Then we have knight f to d7, and we have f4, just grabbing more space. c5, challenging the white strong center, and we have supporting move with knight to f3. We have cd4 exchange, and now we have the move which is played only 2% in the human moves, which is knight to b5. And in almost all of the games, white recaptured pawn with this knight, but now you have options to recapture with your queen's knight. And this knight spine the black's camp, and the weaker squares, for example, d6 in the black's camp. And we have bishop to b4 check, and we have bishop to d2, and bishop goes back. This move order was black wants to make this white bishop on this diagonal, not in this diagonal. For example, g3 and b3 and bishop to b2 move, and he don't want to dark square bishop. He don't want him on this diagonal. And then we have b4, the committal move. It creates a lot of weaknesses, but grabbing more space. We have retreating move, bishop to e7, and we have bishop, and we have a knight to d4. Then we have knight to c6, and we have c3. a5, b5, and we have exchange in the center, and now we have knight to b6. And if you look closely, this light square bishop is already in the problem. He don't have a good future. Best thing you can do is to play b6 and develop the bishop on b7, but is it develop because it is completely stuck inside this wall of pawns. And also this knight is dominated with these pawns, and he don't have good squares also. So we have knight to b6, and we have a4 supporting move, and this knight wants to sacrifice itself for the bishop. And we have bishop to d3, and this knight can choose which bishop to take. He can take this bishop, or he can jump here to take the queen and light square bishop. In our game, choose to capture to dark square bishop, and AlphaZero took it with the king. If he take it with the queen, then we have this problem, and the queen will be gone, and many would play we capture with the knight and later castle, but it is actually the idea of the AlphaZero the whole time, because he recaptured this knight with the king, and now we have bishop to d7, and now we have this move queen to a3. And look at this. These pawns are the roof. These pieces are the walls, and this bishop is spying on the king side if black kings ever decide to castle short. And the main question for the black is where your king is gonna go. If you go here, you wanna go here to the short castle, because white is lying to attack you, and you don't want to castle here. And if black plays rook to c1, it won't be even possible. So we have b6 move, and then we have g4, grabbing more space. AlphaZero plays on the king side and on the queen side also. We have h5, and we have queen to g1, another scumbag move by the computer, and we have exchange queen to g4, and alpha 0 attack this g7 pawn, and we have now if black plays g6, then we would have this sacrifice and mating threat very soon. So we have these retreating moves with the bishop to f8. We have h4 grabbing more space, and now we have queen to e7. Here alpha 0 plays rook h to c1, just pressure the c file. We have g6, and now it's a bit different because there is no sacrifice here because queen is on the 7th rank and it can block checks. So we have piling up on the c file, king to d8. Queen don't want to castle short, and he cannot castle long, so he just shuffle. We have piling up on the c file, and we have queen to e8. Rook to c7, we have rook to c8, and we have exchanged one pair of rooks. And now, like you see, this bishop is completely stuck, like we see, and we have this beautiful move for alpha 0, which is attack this pawn. And only way to defend this pawn, you cannot defend it with the bishop, you cannot defend it with the queen, with the king, and you can defend it with the tactics. And Stockfish defended with the tactics because now if alpha 0 take this pawn, Stockfish should play king to c7, and this rook will be trapped, and he would have to sacrifice for this bishop, and he don't want to do that. So Stockfish goes back, and with this move order to attack this pawn, Stockfish made this little tactical idea, which is bishop is is no longer on the c8, it is on the b7. So bishop wants to zigzag here, and he have longer way now because it is on the b7. It is small tactical ideas. Now we have king to d7. We have knight to g5, and we have bishop to a7, and now we have breakthrough. You can pause the video and find the breakthrough move for the alpha 0. It can break through here or here, and alpha 0 break through to the bishop to g7, just grabbing this pawn. And if you recapture it, for example, this move order, you will be checkmated in 3. Black must go back, you will give check, and you have this nasty pawn checkmate. So black cannot do that, so he have this intermezzo move. Recapture the white knight with bishop to g5, and we have queen to g5, and now black captured this bishop on g6. And if you count the material, you will see that white sacrifice his bishop for only one pawn. But is this piece really asset? Because it is basically a pawn, because he don't have any scope. We have f5 move, and this is excellent move, because you cannot take it. If you take this pawn like this, you have this move check, and if you go back, then your bishop would fall, and if you block with the queen, your rook would fall. So you cannot do that. And if you capture with this pawn, then white would infiltrate, threat checkmate in 1, threat to take this pawn, and a completely winning position for the white. So black cannot do that. He plays rook to g8, and now we have queen to h6, and already threaten this check again. If you block with the queen, your rook would gone, and if you go back, your bishop would be gone. So we have this queen to f7 move, and now we have positional f6 move. It completely suffocates the black pieces. This game. It is similar to the Capablanca suffocation game, which I covered on my channel a couple of weeks ago. You can check it out later when I finish this recap. We have king to d8, king to d8 move. Then we have king to d2. And Stockfish really assessed that it is only +1 for the alpha 0, but it slowly would see that it is his error. We have king to d2, king to d7 just shuffling. We have rook to c1, king to d8, and now we have queen to e3. White want to go to this diagonal and infiltrate here on, or to go to h3 and infiltrate with this diagonal. So we have queen to f6, we have queen to c3 threatened, like we said, to infiltrate, but black wants to stop it, and he forced the exchange of the queens. We have exchange of the queens, and this is the last move which black make in the white camp. This pawn here for the end of the game. We have rook to g1, and this pawn is greatest asset in the white position. We have b3, we have king to c3, bishop to c8, and this bishop finally starts to zigzagging, and it wants to go out and be free with this diagonal, but it is too little, too late. We have king to b3, we have bishop to d7, queen to b4. We have bishop to e8 and rook to a1. White wants to push this pawn and recapture with the rook. We have king to c7, a5, bishop to d7, ab6, king b6, rook to a6. It's it starts to infiltrate again. And we have king to b7, king to c5, rook to d8. And we have rook to a2, and this pawn is two steps from the promotion, and it will win the game for white. We have rook to c8 check. We have a king to d6 attacking this bishop, and also, like we said, it threatened to promote to queen in in two moves. So we have a bishop to a8 to cover this square. We have king to e7, just threaten to push this pawn to victory, and if you try to block it, to stop it with the rook, we just capture this bishop. So we have a g5 desperate attempt, but white just recaptured this pawn, and these pawns have red carpet to victory. In this position, Stockfish resigned the game. So that was the game. AlphaZero shows us the way how to play against the French defense. But don't be worried, just continue to play French defense, because this is the godlike engines, AlphaZero and Stockfish. So if you're human like you are, just continue to play your French defense. And that is it for today. See you in next video. Bye.